All right. We are not over when it comes to the absolute insanity that has happened, obviously, with the attempted assassination of Donald Trump, where he got shot through the ear. You know, this is not over because I feel like, you know, if there's anything good to take out of this, is obviously to show how strong of a man Trump was in that moment, where he nearly died and he still said, look, hold on, I need to grab my shoes. And then he still put his fist up, you know, said, fight 3 times. And, you know, for the crowd to tell him that, look, I'm all right, I'm strong, and I'm willing to keep going. Where, I mean, the other good thing that came out of it is it really shows how absolutely insane some people are, how deranged they are, that they wish for the death of someone. All right. That's the funny thing. I mean, I've said in the past where, you know, you ask people who hate Donald Trump, you ask them, why do you hate them? They can't give you reasons. The only reasons are, well, you know, he's a mean person. He says mean things online. Then you ask him for specific, you know, evidence, and they can't ever produce it. And if they ever do, like I've said in the past, it's usually out of context videos or fake videos or deep fakes, something along those lines. And it absolutely baffles me that these people can't do a little bit of research to find out the truth, right? Now, I want to show you, some of you might know him, Destiny. He is like a YouTube person, shall I say personality. You know, this guy is the epitome of what I think is a loser, okay? He is successful, yes. He makes a lot of money, don't get me wrong. But the dude is a total cuck, okay? I mean, he had a long-term girlfriend, and he was letting other guys sleep with her, all right? So they have an open relationship. And I said it from the start, the first time I heard it, I said, those do not last. They do not last, not one bit. And lo and behold, she left him for another man. What a surprise. You know, I told a few people that said, no, that'll be fine. I said, look, it's not going to happen, mate. He is absolutely losing his mind because he knows that Donald Trump's going to win. He is obviously a far lefty lunatic. A lot of people think for some reason, you know, he's very good at debates, and he's, you know, he always says the exact same talking points over and over. And he just speaks so super fast that he tries to sound super smart. And he always has to try and, you know, combat everything. And he said possibly the most insane thing ever. And as you know, the person, you know, one of the bullets that missed Donald Trump, it killed a firefighter. And Destiny came out and openly mocked him and said, you know, F him, I don't give a F, just because he's a Trump supporter. He doesn't know this person. This guy's got a family. And here's Destiny talking absolute crap. So it is a language warning. He does swear a lot because he's an absolute loser, in my opinion. And you can see too, the dude's arms, right, are like thinner than a freaking rake. This guy is so weak. You know, he's the typical guy you'd think of if you think of a total geek or a nerd. He's out of shape. He's super white, like he obviously never gets out in the sun. And he's a total cuck. So he's a pushover as well. And he pretends, you know, behind his computer screen, because he's making all this money, he's got all these followers, he believes that he's such a strong person and that he's actually tough and he can, you know, handle everything himself. In reality, this guy just hasn't been punched in the face. And this is what I think, you know, if the family of this firefighter, if one of them came out and punched him square in the face, I believe that is very warranted, because he's just absolutely making fun of this guy's death for being there supporting Trump. Now, let's have a watch. Before we do, if you do support the channel as well, if you want to see future content, then please subscribe, hit that notification bell. Like I said, YouTube doesn't like what we talk about, so definitely hit that bell and you'll be able to see my future videos. Now let's get into this one.
Fuck it, fuck the dude, the firefighter guy, fuck Trump, fuck the people that support him. I just want you to know, okay, just in case you're confused or it seems like I'm, you don't, whatever. If one of you were in the crowd and you're a conservative fan of mine and you end up, you know, getting blown away or whatever the fuck, I'm making fun of you the next day on Twitter. I am 100%. Fuck it. Fuck the dude.
So he'll make fun of you next day on Twitter because you died, just because you had a rally. You know, that's fine. What a good guy, right? What a freaking good guy. And you know, that guy, he's got hundreds of thousands of followers, all that type of stuff. And he's starting to lose a lot of support at the moment because of just the insane things he's saying. And he's so over the edge. He's lost it. where anything that's on the right, anything that is, you know, conservative, he has to be against. Now let's have a listen to this psycho. This is pretty much who you would imagine is a Destiny supporter. So this person says, it's a shame the person, the shooter, missed. Next part that they say is, I'm scared of political violence. So you want them to kill a political person, your political personality, the incoming hopeful president, but you're scared of political violence. This is the world we live in, people. This is the world we live in. It's a banana republic.
Absolutely. You guys are out here on the heels of the attempted Trump assassination. Can I get your reaction to what happened the other day?
Well, it's a shame the person missed, but it's ironic that the shooter was also a Republican, and I am scared about political violence.
You're scared of political violence, but you were hoping that he wouldn't have missed.
Yes.
Wow. Could you elaborate on that? I mean, many people are thankful that the shooter missed and could have led to a lot of conflict in the country.
Regardless if Trump is in power or not, he has a lot of influence, and that makes him a very dangerous person, and nothing will stop. And we want to live, and sometimes Thomas Jefferson wrote a letter that included one of my favorite quotes, that sometimes the tree of liberty needs to be refreshed from time to time with the blood of patriots and tyrants.
Do you hope to see others also, if all that holds true, do you want to see others try what this young man tried at this Trump rally?
I don't know if it would do any good.
Okay, interesting, yeah.
So you wouldn't say
I
no.
see you have a crossbow over here. Can you tell me a little bit more about it and why you decided to bring it here?
What?
You have I don't know what it is. It looks like a crossbow.
Yeah, it's a pistol crossbow. I don't like firearms. This is a much safer alternative, and it's used only for personal defense as an absolute last resort.
Wow.
I hope I never have to use it.
Why did you feel compelled to bring it here? Do you feel unsafe?
Very much so. I'm absolutely terrified to be here.
I had one last question for you since it caught my eye. I see you have a hammer and sickle tattoo. Could you tell me more about this tattoo?
I was born in the Soviet Union. I was brought here when I was a little kid, but it's just a symbolism of where I came from. No, I do not support Russia. No, I don't condone anything that it does or that Putin has done. I would consider myself more of a socialist, but it's just a symbol of where I was born.
Wow. Where do you even go from here, right? Where do you even break this down? That's insane to me. This person, the hammer and sickle, and yeah, you act like you don't support the Russians, but in reality you do. You support communism, you support all that sort of stuff. It makes your brain nearly misfire just hearing all these contradictions after one another, you know, saying that you're afraid of political violence, but you got a freaking hammer and sickle on your freaking arm. And then you also hope that there is more violence. You hope that the shooter didn't miss, but you're now scared of. That's the funny thing, right? This is what I've said as well recently is these crazy lefties, the lefty loonies, they need to get some of their own, I guess, where, you know, they seem to act the way they want to act. They cancel every single person left, right, and center. And then when it finally happens back to them, they are the victim, right? They are always victims. Same thing again. They actually hope that Donald Trump got shot, but then they act like the victim. They say, I'm afraid of political violence now. And they're walking around with a freaking crossbow. A crossbow. That is insane to me. That is insane to me. Yeah, baffles me, really baffles me. And then when asked, you know, would you like to see more of the same thing that happened to Trump? You know, would you see, you know, more violence like that? And the person still wouldn't say no. She didn't say no. Now, on to the next bit here. This is the last one I want to show you today. So this is, well, I nearly choked it. So this is Tony Bendel. This guy, all right, he did this. I'll quickly show you. That's what he originally posted, all right? Too bad it didn't hit him square. So he was hoping that the shooter shot Donald Trump square in the head. And then, oh, someone reported my post. Like, it's funny, right? Let's just openly call for the death of a presidential candidate. That's fine. No, it's not. Luckily not, because as you can see here, but just remember what I said to you before. They always want to play the victim. So to everyone, please accept this as my resignation from the firehouse. I can't do this. This is so beyond anything that should ever be happening. Yes, you should never have said what you said. You know, unfortunately, you reap what you sow. I have been threatened. My family has been threatened. My friends have been threatened. I have never felt so unsafe in my life. But let's not forget, you openly hoped that someone died. He openly hoped that a sniper shot them in the head. This is so far past anything that should ever be condoned. It's one thing to ruin my life. I accept that. Look, no one wants, any death threats to you. All right. But unfortunately, you live in the United States. You live in the internet world. This happens. I mean, sports people get death threats for missing a shot. A kicker gets death threats for saying that women want to be mothers. It's baffling. It's one thing to ruin my life. I accept that. But to put everyone else in danger around me, to shut down everyone's daily life, this is not okay. Yet again, if you're going to post something in the open public forum of the online forum, be prepared for some blowback. You could post 9 million posts in a row and none of them will get any traction. No clashback, no backlash, should I rather say. But you can post one, or you're hoping that Donald Trump actually got killed. And then you will see that there is backlash. It could be about anything. It could be, if you're on the left, whatever. But there can be backlash. So don't just post things online willy-nilly, especially nowadays where they seem to believe that everything you post online is reality now. If you condone what's currently occurring, you should take a long, hard look in the mirror as well. Maybe you should have before you posted your thing. Yet again, I don't condone it though. I made a mistake with that simple statement. I own that. But to threaten those around me with harm that had no part in this, I can't do it. I'm sorry to everyone who is currently affected by this. I'm ashamed that I've brought this to you. I've already lost several people extremely close to me. I expect to lose more. Yes, because openly hoping that someone gets shot in the head is not a good thing, dude. That is not a good look. There's a few people I know here in Australia that tried to do the same thing. They try to post, I wish there was a better shot or whatever it might be. And I've unfriended them. I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to go and report you. I'm not going to do that type of stuff because you're allowed to say what you want to say, but there's repercussions to what you say as well. So all I said was, unfriending that person because yet again, they don't do any research. They see what the mainstream media posts and that's what they do. And of course, these people that post this sort of stuff, they're always the outliers, the people who never fit in. Now they got 4 or 5 piercings in their face. They got, they always post angry things online. That's just the sort of people that obviously take these sorts of things offense and hope that people die. Yeah, they just hope that people die for some reason. I don't think I could ever condone or hope that anyone dies, no matter if you're my enemy, no matter if you are, my most disliked politician. I would never hope that they get shot in the head. I hope that they retire. I hope that they step down. I hope that they get voted out. I hope they get impeached. All of these sorts of things I hope for, but I would not hope for someone to shoot them with a rifle. That is ridiculous. And that is, I guess, the line, right? With the crazy lefty loonies and majority of the rest of the country. That's why support is growing now for Trump, because people look at it and they go, wow, these people are hoping for the death of someone. That's a bit too much. And that's why he is now obviously gaining a lot of support. But I'll end it on that. I mean, if you are going to vote this election, who are you voting for? I mean, if you vote for Trump, let me know below in the comments. If you vote for Biden, let me know down in the comments. And let me know what you think about these people. Do you think it's, do you think it's fair that he had to step down? I think it is. I think you know, step down. It's the smartest thing to do, because you obviously just openly hoping for someone to die is not a smart thing to post on any online forum ever. Ever. It is not smart. You don't own what you post. That data is now officially in the sphere, and you can never gain it back. People forget this. They think, I'll make a little private Instagram account and I'll post things on there. Just pictures for me. It's not just pictures for you. Instagram own those pictures now. And there could be people that screenshot it, blah, blah, blah. It is not your data anymore. They use it now. I'll end it on that. Like the video if you liked it, and please subscribe as well if you do want to see future videos, and I'll see you in the next one.